Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Okay. 8:10 already. Now, I have been messing around. I was cleaning up the model table, straightening things up a little bit, and on the model table was this little attachment that came with the GoPro yesterday. And so I thought, well, I'll stick this with all the other little attachments that I've got that are GoPro related, and Insta360 and so on. And you know, when you buy these kits, they come with stuff that you don't need. And somewhere in this house is a red Folgers tin, and in it is a bunch of little things like this that I'll probably never use. But I don't want to throw them out either. And also there's a battery. I can envision it in my mind. I cannot find it. Last I saw it was on the kitchen table that I can remember. I obviously have taken it and set it somewhere. And I looked here and I looked there. I even started looking in cupboards, like where I would put the cereal. Nope, cannot find it. I'll probably come across it in some weird place and I'll think, well, why did I set it there? Anyway, okay, let's get at it here. Yesterday, we got the Photo Etch C1 mounted on the plastic part C20. That's all we did. Okay, and I haven't broken the railing off yet. I very carefully got it sitting on one of those trays behind me there. You can't see it, sorry. Anyway, today we're going to try and get the railing G19 on the plastic part S2, which is all this stuff over here. Okay, that's the plan. We talked a little bit about it yesterday, how we had to bend it. Well, we'll do that. Okay, probably in about an hour or so, you know who is going to show up for a dog treat. Okay, we're ready. I finally got the GoPro initialized and paired, and all the rest of it are updated, the new firmware installed and all that. You know, it really irks me the way some of these companies try to upsell. They want you to join something, and at first it'll look really good until you actually go to do it, and then they want your MasterCard number. Well, hey, that's the way it goes. But they did not make it easy for me to do that yesterday. When I set my cell phone and my GoPro side by side, and I tried to find the right screen on the cell phone, they do not make it easy. It is just constant with this. You know, you want to have photo albums in a cloud and stuff like that, and it's not free. They'll charge you for that. Mind you, it's all right. It's a good service. Oh, another thing I found out. Remember yesterday I was saying that my GoPro had GPS. So when I was going through all the settings and putting everything to max, so 10-bit video and 60 frames a second and the entire screen, so that later in post I can select what part I want of it up and down. Because that's the way I do it. Like my camera, the GoPro, I've got it set so that it records the entire, almost perfectly square. I think it's a ratio of 7 to 8 or something like that. And then you select the 16 by 9 area that you want. That's the way I've been doing it now, pretty much ever since I got the GoPro. So you have to set it that way. It's not hard. So I got all those settings done, and then I turned on the GPS, and then I did a little quick sample And I wanted to see where on the screen does it show the GPS thing. Well, it didn't show it. Well, I did a little bit of checking. It turns out that the only way that you can get that to work is if you go through the GoPro app, which apparently doesn't want to download onto a PC. It'll only go onto a cell phone. I do not want to be editing on a cell phone. That's just not me. I like to have a keyboard and a screen right in front of me and a mouse. That's what I'm used to. It's nice that you can do this sort of thing. You can do it remotely on your device, but it's just not the kind of thing I like to do. Anyway, so it turns out, bottom line is, we will not be showing the GPS display in the corner. In other words, my speed. Well, that's okay. We got the speedometer in front of us. That's pretty accurate. Well, it's kind of accurate. If I want to go, like here in Winnipeg, we're on kilometers per hour, and if I want to go 50 kilometers per hour, I have to indicate 52 on the speedometer on the motorcycle. It underreads, and they all do apparently. It's just sort of a safety thing that the motorcycle companies program them that way. Because they figure if they're going to have an error, let's have it on the side of safety. Yeah, it's kind of a good thing. Anyway, my goodness. Let's get at this here. We got to... Oh, Jeff, hey, Bismarck Shirt Day and Rodney Cup. Man, it's like yesterday we just had it. Didn't I just say that yesterday? Yeah, the weeks are just flying by. We had the temperature this morning. Right now it is 1.9 Celsius, but about 3 hours ago it was 0. Yeah, winter is coming. I'm going to try and get in as many quick scoots as I can. We're going to go out again later this morning, all being well. Wait till it gets a little bit later. It's kind of dark and cloudy this morning. Although I can sort of see the sky in the east. If I go like this and look out that other window, I can sort of see maybe we might get sunshine. We'll see what happens. And then the sun is coming up later and later and later. Oh my goodness. Let's recompose here. Let's get at this, and we'll try and get our railing on this piece right here. That's the plan. Yeah, that's the plan. I don't think there's anything I've forgotten to tell you. And if I forgot, it wasn't that important, I guess, right? Okay. Yeah. Okay, now this railing that we're making is symmetrical. In other words, this side is going to be the same as this side here after it's bent, only mirror image to each other, as you can see there in the drawing, if I've remembered to dub it in later. Okay, so this stanchion right here is the center, and this is where we'd want to make our first bend, and I think that's the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to make it round here, and then we'll find out where the bend for this corner is, and then this corner, then this corner, then this corner. Just keep working our way back, and we'll do these ones last, I think. And then, well, we'll just see how it goes here. So let's get this off, and I'm just going to have to eyeball this so that I get the diameter correct. Maybe I'll put the macro lens on. Okay, looking at it here now, it appears to me that if I start the radius and have it go from this stanchion that I'm just touching now to this stanchion here, that should be pretty close. So let's see what's going to happen here now. We just about got it here. Okay. Now, where's my plastic part? Okay, I think I'm going to have to close it up just a little bit. Just a little bit tighter. Okay, I think I've got the, what we will call the nose. Right, and we have to make a right angle bend at this stanchion and this stanchion. Then we go at 45 degrees with this section right here. Now I think that the safest way for me to do that, where's my tweezers here? I meant the bending pliers. Okay, now I'd like to do this on camera, of course, but I think the safest way to do it is to take it and do it off camera. Okay, now for the tricky part. And that is, we have to bend these so that they will go around. Yeah. I've got to rig up something that, so that I can, I can utilize this stuff here. I've got to figure out how to lay this on here so that, in other words, I don't want to accidentally be over flexing these joints here because they will snap off. I don't think they could be straightened and rebent back without them breaking. Now, obviously, I haven't tried this yet, but I think this should bend in the right direction. If I get it like this. Now, move slowly and methodically, Ron. I wonder, maybe I should have maybe just a slightly larger dowel. We'll try this one, see what happens here. Now we want to go like this. Okay, maybe a little bit more right in here. Okay, now let's carefully grab hold of this thing here. Squeeze out a stanchion so I don't flatten the rail. Alright, how does this look now? It looks about right. Okay, I'm going to do the other one then. Obviously, it's not perfect, right? But with utilizing holder downers and what have you, it should work out. Okay. Now, oh, it's bending back. Just move it there. That should be a little better. can't get this last. Maybe I've gone enough here. Straighten this out. Okay. Yeah, I think I got to make this one just a little bit tighter somehow. But when I try to do that, then okay, I'm going to have to swing this around and do it off camera. Anyway, you get the idea of what I'm doing here. Okay, now before we actually start gluing this down, let's see how far in the rail is going to go. In other words, I don't want to have the stanchion too far in around the other side of this radius, if you know what I mean. This is the first time I'm trying this, so. Okay, yeah, I can see there. It fits pretty good. I think that once we, get a bunch of holder downers on it, well, not a bunch, but more than one. Okay. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Is this all the way as far back as it can go? This plastic part, I mean? Yeah, it's a pretty loose fit, isn't it? Yeah, that's going to be all right. I think if I get the radius right on the very edge, we're not going to need to worry about this stanchion here rubbing on the side of the island. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we'll get it. Oh, you know what? I think there's a... Let me carefully take this off here. Oh, you can see there's a little bit of a notch there. Oh, okay, I was thinking that maybe that notch... Wonder why there's a notch there. Is it supposed to maybe... Oh, I see. It's supposed to... Okay, yeah, this notch actually comes right up on the side there. Okay, all right, so as long as I don't have the stanchion too much this way of the notch, in other words, have it on this side of it. Okay, I think you get what I'm trying to say here. Now remember, we want the push-out pin marks down. And when I rotate this, I want it to be pretty much centered, so we've got to go sort of like this. Now don't press so hard you break something. Yeah, that should work. Okay, now let's get the holder downers on here and see if we can't just oh, this one here, it has to be bent back just a little bit, doesn't it? Well, I'll probably have to do that off camera because it's kind of awkward to get in and squeeze it just right without making it look like it's been kinked. It's all pretty close right now. Like I know that it's spread apart here, but it takes very, very little effort. I can't even feel it on the end of my finger. I'm pressing so light, mind you. I guess at my age, you slowly lose your sense of feeling, don't you? Okay. Now I hope that Missy the dog comes by soon, because I'd like to get out and go for coffee and try out my new GoPro. Okay, so I'm going to bring one holder downer in on this side and another on the other side, and we're just going to glue the nose, and then we'll tweak the rest of the stuff as we move our way back. Now, to get this to go on there, I'm going to have to bring one in from this side here, something like this. Just get it in readiness. Get this out of the way so I don't catch it with my arm. Okay, now this one's going to come in on this side. I can zoom in a little bit. We won't use the macro lens here. Okay, very, very gingerly now. And I have to remember that after I get the holder downer in place here, we can't rotate anything. No, don't flip off of there. Okay. Now this one. Okay, I think the whole thing has to go slightly to the... Let me just... I should have my stronger glasses on. Where are they? Yeah, here they are. Okay. Okay, the whole thing should come forward just a tiny bit. Find something to push with here. Use my dowel. Maybe I better leave well enough alone here. I do want a certain amount of ledge here, you might say, for the CA to sit on. Okay. All right, let's not put any more on. Get the curing agent going here. Oh my applicator just about broke off. Okay, this is a pristine applicator. I'm just seeing here if I can notice any change in it. Okay, the CA that we put here has cured. So I should be able to carefully lift this off now and have it stay there. And we want to move these back probably to about right here. Okay, now this railing, you can't quite see it, but it has to go that way, the way my finger's pointing. It's not quite right. If I can get something to poke with here. Maybe my hobby knife might be better. There. That's pretty good. So I'm wondering if maybe I should move this one now to the same place on the other railing, or should I maybe just glue this in place right now, being as it's right. I think maybe I should put some glue right here and just let it wick back to probably the stanchion that the holder downer's on. I don't want to put too much on. Can you see? Let me check the monitor. Well, you can sort of see. It's not like we had the macro lens on, but there. quite often I get comments from people saying, why don't you spray it on? Well, I don't want to spray it on and get it all over the place. I only want to put it where... That should do it, I think. I think I got it. I did for sure now. This does, by the way, this does have a spray. I just, like I say, I don't want to be spraying it all over the place. One nice thing about this stuff is it does evaporate completely, and in most cases it doesn't leave a stain.
Morning, Ron.
Good morning. Good morning. I was watching for you, but I didn't see you go.
Oh,
Hang on here, Missy. Hang on.
it's -2. Oh, she loves these temperatures. So it's just perfect for her fur coat.
Yeah. Are you planning to let it grow out for the winter?
Only so much.
Hang on, Missy. Hang on.
She may get
Hang on.
a midwinter haircut.
Okay, now how am I going to do this? I can't. Here, can you hold the camera, Max?
I can.
Okay. Just any old way at all, as long as they're looking at me. Okay, come on.
I feel like Gandalf.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah. maybe twist it a little bit to the. There you go. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, Missy. And maybe I'll get a bag of venison. She liked those, didn't she?
Oh, yeah. That's her special treat for sure. Did you get some groceries in yesterday?
No, I didn't. Did you? No.
No, I thought you'd said you were expecting a delivery.
Oh, that's a GoPro.
Oh, and did it arrive?
Yes, it did. I'm gonna try it out as soon as you leave. I'm gonna go for coffee.
Where are you gonna go?
Probably Timmy's on Headmaster. Yeah. Oh, you're such a good dog. Yes, you're such a good dog. Yeah. Oh, yesterday it was funny. You remember when she came in and she shook right here?
Mm-hmm.
She had a worm on her.
Did she?
Yeah, an earthworm.
Oh, she smelled something and got right down and rolled on it.
Oh.
Maybe she rolled on the earthworm. I don't know.
And it must have stuck to her fur. And I thought, what's this on the floor? It looks like a worm. How would a worm get in there? And when I watched the video, and you could see her shake, and the earthworm came off her.
Thank you for leaving it here, Missy, and not bringing it home.
Yeah,
This is for you, Uncle Ron. I brought it. I brought it special from the other side of the bridge.
Yeah, this little calico cat looking out the door.
Thanks, Ron.
Okay.
Nice morning for a ride.
It's nice right now. It's cold though.
It is cool. It is cool. Dress warm.
Yeah, good to see the sunshine. Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Okay. I think I'm going to go for a bike ride. The sun is still shining. I can see blue sky out the window. And we'll work on this when I get back. Okay. So here's what's been happening. I did get out and I did go to Timmy's. And I'm back. Quite a while ago already. And I got to editing everything that you've seen up until right now. Turns out I got a lot more stuff than I thought. Took me a little bit longer than I thought. And other stuff, you know, life got in the way of the model table, in other words. So I'm going to be calling her quits for today, and we're going to continue on with this tomorrow. And yeah, I want to go out on the bike again before what we got here? Just after 2. Pretty soon school's going to be out. School buses are going to be plugging up the roads, which is a good thing actually, unless you're on a motorcycle. So I want to get going here, and we'll see you here tomorrow morning. So thanks for watching, everybody, and all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.